Willkommen! Welcome, welcome, everybody, to Secret of Evermore. I'm Solar Cell 007, joined by the very beautiful
Leonet 91.
Woo! Oh, there is a backup. What is that?
Don't trust it.
Okay.
It doesn't have anything.
Okay.
It doesn't have Atlas. It doesn't have wings. It's nothing.
Wow. Okay.
But it has heal on like level 8.
Well, we are going to be doing Secret Evermore for you today in English. Sorry. But Lena's going to be helping me with commentary. We're going to be showing off the new Out of Bounds 90% route. A lot of fun, a lot of glitches. But before we get started, I need to know what ended up being the name. Please don't say it's Clicks. Ah! Oh, gosh, how's that spelled? Is it capital I or? Okay. Well, thank you to whatever sweet angels made that work. I can't wait to have the worst RNG. Aww. So usually we have like a 6.7 second rundown. We get control on the boy. That's when time starts. But we'll just start right when I say go on 3, 2, 1, go. Go, go, go! Woo! Very first screen of the game, we're looking to die. But towards the top of the screen, we need to trick the game into thinking we're dead and then transfer screens to activate a special cutscene. Please?
Flower, please.
Flower, please.
Oh no.
Flower, please.
Oh no, flowers.
Oh, what are you doing, flowers? Oh.
Starting very good.
So if you know Secret of Evermore, you know that the first screen, the flower screen, is just the worst screen in the run. Oh my goodness. So we're relying on the RNG of these flowers actually killing me. And usually when you die, it's instant, but on certain screens and certain enemies, you're going to be knocked back, and there's a whole like animation with that. And as long as you change screens or go into your menu or something, you can activate something called Zombie Boy. That you won't be dead if you're able to do that. I'm going to skip the save there. Go up, get this nectar. You need to collect a few things because we need to sell money to buy some ingredients in a bit. We're going to go in these huts. This is Fire Eyes Village. We'll talk to Fire Eyes in a little bit, but right now we're trying to get out of here as soon as possible. Next up is the guard skip.
Doggo, please.
It's not.
Doggo, please.
There we go. All right. Well, there's a trigger there, and I knew the dog was going to activate that trigger if I'd switched to him there. So what we did there was a leash, keeping the naughty thing. It's all right. It's all right. Evermore never killed anybody. My goodness. So we're walking right now. We don't want to walk the whole run, so we're going to get the Jaguar ring so we can sprint by talking to this guy. This guy has RNG of where he's going to move. He's going to go up. We'll take that RNG. We don't want him to go left. It just takes longer to talk to him. So we get our Jaguar ring. That's the reason we killed the first flower of the game and picked up those 18 talons. We needed 20 to be able to afford that. Now we're going to sell everything.
And now we can finally sprint.
Yes. So we're going to take the dog now. The dog in Act 1 is fastest when he's running in cardinal directions. And he's faster than
up and down.
Or left and right.
But he's much faster up and down.
Yeah. I'm going to keep him waiting here. Get those 4 crystals. We're collecting clay. We're collecting crystals. And the reason for that is because we need to cast a spell against the first boss. How dare! And the spells we get are called Alchemy, and this is our first one we're picking up in the game, called Hardball. It's the cheapest one we can use right now. Oh, you know what? I am going to save.
Wise choice.
Make sure I don't save over deaths. Save file. Alright, so now we're going to take the dog. Around here while still picking up ingredients. Hope that maggot doesn't hit us. We're going to get into the bug maze. I'm going to let Leonid talk about the bug maze.
The bug maze is big maze of certain bridges that collapse when you get too close to them. But as you see, he's
Oh
jump
no!
attacking with the dog to jump over the trigger, and there just now it failed.
What a scrub! What a scrub!
So now he has to actually run down the vanilla way.
No, you did not.
Yeah.
He messed it up, yeah.
I pressed select a little too early. Those triggers are very, very wide, and if you switch back to the dog too early, it's gonna mess you up.
So there's the maggot on the way.
The Gandalf maggot, he said, "I shall not pass this time."
Usually when you switch to the dog, while he's down there, you can despawn the maggot, but it didn't happen.
Don't want to be married.
Rude.
I didn't pay attention. Did you pick up the emergency pedal?
Yeah.
Good boy.
Better pick that back up. So we're gonna put the dog up there. Gonna do something called intro skip. Oh no way! 1 pixel off. That was the 1 pixel that's not gonna work. All right. Well, we're not getting any intro skip.
Well, you could have done it with the emergency pedal.
I could have, but then that negates the purpose of the emergency pedal.
It's the emergency pedal for the intro skip.
Maybe. In any case, do we have any guesses in chat or anywhere else for how much damage this first 7 hardball are gonna do?
186.
5.
144.
Oh my goodness. 7.
Oh boy. It's close. Flex, please.
It's all right. You dead.
He killed himself. Good boy, Thrax.
Yeah,
Good
so
boy.
we're using 14 hardball there. It has a huge range because of how Thrax's heart is scripted. So we got unlucky with 14 hardball. Usually you have like a 60% chance to kill Thrax with 14 hardball. But we're alive, we're moving on, we'll take it. It's unfortunate I don't get to show intro and outro skip, but blame Solar.
So we now got our first cutting weapon.
Yeah.
It's a sharp one, so we can finally get rid of the grass and move on.
Unfortunately, there's no way to really skip anything without a cutting weapon this early in the game. Alright, so now that we've actually killed Thrax, we need to get some more hardball ingredients. Oh, Mosquito was not a bro. We need 40 hardball to fight Magmar, which is the last boss of the act, and we're going to be skipping to that very shortly.
Biscuit. Don't forget the
We'll
biscuit.
get it on the way back.
Okay, I'm just reminding you.
But thank you, though. So we don't actually want the spell this guy's giving us. It's Acid Rain. It's the weakest spell aside from Slow Burn. Oh my goodness. Oh. I saved everything.
Bye
I'm
bye,
sorry,
Death
Death
Mask.
Mask.
I think he will never play this game anyway, so.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Want some multicasting there. Poor doggo, not getting any experience. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, I'm gonna get through that.
The multicast was the precast, so we level up the hardball earlier for the fight against Magmar.
So there we did a frame perfect character switch with some pause buffering. That's going to allow us to keep the text box open. We'll walk with the boy and activate these triggers so that we can skip the intro cutscene to Fire Eyes like we did in the beginning of the run. And it was important to activate one of those other triggers to move the characters down so the game had an easier time pathing them to where they're supposed to start this cutscene. So we're getting a little more lore here. Something's going wrong with the volcano, so that's the reason we're going to be going up north. She's going to give us call beads, which are very, very powerful spells. And we're going to be using those to really finish off Magmar. Hopefully first try.
Story-wise, the little girl is called Fire Eyes, and she's also from the same hometown our boy is from.
Mm-hmm. Germany, Grossestein, right?
Großhaus time. Yes.
In the U.S., it's Podunk.
Which doesn't even really exist.
Nah, we use that term. It's just like a rundown town,
Yeah.
middle of nowhere.
The Großhaus is the headquarters of Nintendo in
That
Germany.
I did know.
Mm.
All right, so once we actually beat Thrax and come over here, this guy spawns. Call him Defend Guy. I hate that chord. And he's going to give us a Defend, which is really important for a glitch later on after Act 1. Right over here, and then we're going to do something that's very, very nice. The rock skip. My only claim to fame with Evermore. Plant, please. So when you have things off screen like that, they lose their kind of detection box. So that rock off screen is not actually blocking the volcano. Well, that's not going to work.
It's going to be.
Well, perhaps
Trust.
Evermore has a heart.
Just trust. See?
I don't know why I did it like that, but okay.
Everything is working fine.
Bum bum.
You gonna do save strats?
Yeah. So usually we run with the boy here, but I'm going to be making a save before the fight, which meaning I can run with the dog. I can't do like the super risky gate skip coming up.
Which saves like, what,
1.5
2
seconds.
Oh, 1.5 seconds.
So not worth it.
And if you don't get it, you lose a lot.
So we'll keep the dog over there sniffing so I change screens. It's fine.
You hit the Viper. The Viper says, no, not all Vipers are bad. You want to save your game? Yes, please.
Switch to the dog.
Dog
Head
is
over to
already gone
Magmar.
in the pipe.
So Magmar, we have a set amount of time to actually kill him. He's at 1,000 HP. We have 4 sets of casts we can do. It'll be 3 sets of 8 hardball, and then a 4th set of 8 hardball plus 8 storm.
From the call beats we got from Fire Eyes and picked up from the gourds.
Right. So he's got 4 different spawn locations. We're gonna move the camera to kind of influence us being able to attack any one of them.
This is the so-called animation cancel. So once the hardball hits, there's a small animation, and by going into the menu of the boy, of the dog, we skip this animation completely. Also gives us the chance to chain the spells much faster. Because there can only be always 8 projectiles and 8 animation spells at once.
I dare you not to die, you jerk. That's what
Good job.
I thought. That was good damage on the second and third roll.
This is one of the scariest fights.
Yeah.
It's like one of the most resets done here. Or on Thrax. I mean, basically on flowers, but we don't count those.
No. All right, Act 1 done. Oh. Instant marathon runs. All right, so hardball is no longer useful. We're gonna need something else to be able to deal with the rest of the game. It's actually not really strong. I think its power level is 17 or something. All right, Clicks. All right. Let's see how our Act 3 goes. Strugglers raced this recently, right? Don't be throwing shade at me.
I remember I saw something like this. Someone was almost crying.
Yeah, so Act 2 is the beginning of the rest of the game, and there's a lot going on. The out of bounds glitch, which is the most recent thing, that is going to be in Act 2, but we've got a lot to do before that. We have to get across the Desert of Doom and get into the next town after the one we started in here, and that's because it starts a 14 market timer, and there's nothing we can do about that timer. So we need to use that to the best of our ability. And though it's going to add a little bit of time because of lag and screen transitions and going through our menus and whatnot, we're going to be able to prepare for the rest of the run and what we do.
So we're gonna pick up the spell we will use for the rest of the game. It's called Crush.
Yeah.
And what does it do?
Crushes.
Exactly, it crushes the enemy.
So the game doesn't really know what to do with the dog when you don't have the dog in your party. So during some things like going to that cave, it puts the dog in the upper left corner. And right now we're going to try to get across the ravine. Lovely. And that's because we have to fall in there for a special cutscene, but if we can do that during the market timer, it's going to save like a minute 20.
But the hole is actually just a bunch of triggers, and only the character the player is currently controlling can actually fall down into these triggers. So that's why the boy just AI leashes over the holes. Queenie, please.
Oh no, Queenie, what are you doing? Alright, so we're picking up Atlas here, another important spell. It's the main part of the Atlas glitch. Which is
No
going to be the last time. Oh, whoa, distracting me. Bum, 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 bum.
All the wings.
Oh, no, just 3 wings.
One more.
Yeah. Are they only 40?
No.
On them? Might have 106 left. Oh well, what could possibly go wrong? They're just for backup. Alright, so there used to be this route of just going down to the bottom of the desert. But to squeeze out a little bit of time, we can actually kill some tumbleweeds to get money. Good. Because once we fall down the ravine, we're going to be having a cutscene with Blimp, who's going to give us a crush spell, and if we can buy the ingredients for that sooner rather than later, it's going to save some time, since we won't be going to the cave later to do it. So we're going to aggro some of these tumbleweeds, kill a bunch of them. I'm going to try to get the 4th one on the first cycle. And we have plenty of time to do this. I'm going to be going for 35 for a safe strat, since we bought 2 extra wings.
So while we're grinding, what is Atlas glitch? And how does it work?
Okay, so the game reuses some variables. Even though it clears them once something happens, it's not very fast to clear it. We see that with something called IFG, like we used to do, where if you pick up a drop from an enemy and get something numerical like 75 jewels, if you quickly pick up a sniff spot ingredient, you'll get 75 of that ingredient. It's because the game is not clearing that variable. Not totally similar, but when we get poisoned by the game, it's using a countdown timer for when your next poison tick damage is. And it just so happens with this glitch we're going to do, where we load up on 5 status effects, that once we... That was 7, right?
Yes.
Once we... Lovely. You're going to come... No, I despawned that. Once we get 5 status effects and die, the game's going to subtract from that timer the amount of strength. It's going to take the amount on that timer and take that off our strength and our defense, because we're using defend as well. And what that's going to do is underflow our strength, and that's going to make us have the ability to do 999 damage, as long as we're not critting anything. 10?
Yes. I'm keeping track.
I can see in the corner of my eye, and I really appreciate it.
Just in case.
Yeah. So that'll be after we get done killing 35 of these. Now, we didn't have intro or outro skip, so I actually had more HP. I was at a higher level because when you kill Thrax normally, a lot of experience gets stored over, and you can't level up multiple times from one kill. 14. And so usually in the run, when you do that, you don't have as much HP, so it takes longer to kill the first set of tumbleweeds because you're at a lower level, but that's not the problem here. Because we didn't do intro skip, we had a lot more maggots that died in that fight to help us level up.
Also gave us a little bit more money.
True.
Just a tiny bit.
Oh, that's why.
Mm.
Yeah. that 18? Has to be.
Yes.
Most exciting part of the run. Woo!
The old route was a little bit more exciting, but it cost more time.
I mean, the old route you would just be grinding,
Yes.
but we're basically doing the same thing here.
Yes, but you're grinding much slower.
Yeah. 22. Had to see that name pop up again. Oh my goodness. People in chat, you don't get to really see it, but Mopsy was so distraught. There was such a war going on for... Oh, Solar, please.
Oh.
Sad face. Alright, let's...
And they're coming back.
My friends!
All of them come back.
Nah, I take the 3.
Solar, please.
There was a bid war going for the name. $25.
And it's very exciting music as well. in the
Oh,
desert.
yeah.
So, anyway, after the Atlas glitch,
Yes.
we will go back to the market.
Are you asking me or are you telling me?
I'm trying to have a conversation about
Oh,
it.
we will go back to the market. And, well, after Atlas Glitch, we need to level up a little bit in hopes of 29, in hopes of getting a better accuracy at the end of the game. Because we finished the game at a semi-low level. And every accuracy point helps, but it only goes up so many sets of levels just because of how Evermore rounds. $32.
Just 3 more.
It was what?
Just 3 more.
Oh, yeah. I can hear you, wife.
No.
I've never felt such shame in my life.
That's okay.
It's not okay.
I think it's okay.
I'm gonna lose my mind at that tumbleweed. Come here, spider. Okay, he's back. Alright, so after this tumbleweed, we're gonna warp back. We didn't really talk about it, but the developers left in some warps in the desert. Much easier to do the forward desert warp. That should heal up. Just need to go around this rock from either direction. And then we'll come back down. Oi, oi, oi. I need to kind of wrap around the corner of this rock. It's a little tighter. Oh gosh. My poor controller. Chacaron.
Solar, please. Look, the spooter. The spooter tells you how it's
Oh,
close.
darn you, Spooter! Oh! I'm losing all my time. There we go.
There we go.
Woo!
So now we fall down the ravine
Now we
and
get the
actually
cutscene.
see the cutscene we were supposed to see in the very beginning.
So the timer's still going for this. When the timer counts down, all we have to do is go into the main market square, and that starts the cutscene to progress the story. But the actual cutscene won't trigger if we don't have this cutscene with Blimp here. Poor doggo needs some HP. Doggo, please. Get a little glimpse behind the scenes of who's actually pulling the strings. Oh, that's after the Atlas glitch. But yeah, every act has an evil counterpart. We're actually not going to meet this act's good counterpart, Horace Highwater. What's his name in German?
Horace, I don't remember.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay.
I haven't played the German version in a long time.
Okay. So we need to equip Crush. buy some ingredients. 40. 45. All right, and then we're going to go save. So most of the time save is negated because we're saving for the marathon here from killing those tumbleweeds, but you need to safety save here because Atlas Glitch is really hit or miss.
Yes. You only have one shot.
Yeah. So we have to get 5 status effects, 2 of which are going to come from enemies. And I need to die to something that's not poison damage. So we're going to get poison first. And I can use this Oasis to heal over and over. It's fine.
It is important that we get poison on the first negative slot, or in general first status effect slot for Atlas Glitch.
All right, so that's going. Now we're going to hope we got a 1 in 4 chance that the Mad Monk gives
And
us
we
a
got
status effect, which is great. Now I need to actually die from not taking poison damage. But 69 HP is a lot of HP, so this could be a little weird.
But we got it on the first hit, so it's...
Okay, there's poison damage.
And a quick hit. Nice.
All right, confounded again should be fine. So this should be good. I'm not going to check my value because why would we?
So now
Could be
we
a lot
are
of fun.
invincible.
We have invincibility, and as long as I don't have 100% stamina, we...
Because like he explained, the attack value now
2999.
got rolled under 0, and the game cannot handle negative numbers. So it actually rolls up to the maximum number, and then gives us the remaining minus on top of it. So you want to have the biggest minus effect you can possibly get.
So I don't actually know how much time I have. I did kill extra stuff, so I'm just going to go ahead and go straight up to here. 25. Okay, I got about 2 minutes of grinding
yeah.
I could do.
I mean, we got this started at, I think, 14. Now we are at 26, so...
So we can reuse some desert warps to quickly go up and down here to respawn these bone buzzards. They give 300 experience per kill, which is way higher than anything else around here.
And they have like super low HP.
Like
even
45
if you
HP.
even if you play vanilla, and if you play casual, you can kill them with almost any spell.
So ideally, I think I would have 2 more levels, but I don't think we're gonna have time for that. We didn't need a little bit of money because we have to buy an Amulet of Annihilation before we leave.
3 bald people on screen.
It's amazing.
I think you can go one more round.
I'm trusting you. Alright, so I can scroll the screen there. When I do that, it's going to let me go this way to go back into town. Alright, I need some rice. I'm going to cry. Alright, we need 30, so I can just buy this. And then we are golden. Okay. So we have this imaginary timer going on right now. The market timer is counting down. At some point, we just have to wait for it to end.
So now we have time for a donation.
Go for it.
Flameseeker donated 50 euro. Blame Solar for being awesome. Good
Aw.
luck.
Thank you, Flamey. Woo, Flamey!
Did I hear blame Solar?
Oh, yeah.
In a casual game, if you play it, you notice if you talk to the NPCs on the market, they will sometimes mention how long the market will still be open before the grand meeting on the place.
Look at all this extra time I had to grind, Landon. No. Just teasing.
Well, see all this extra time? You could have spent more time on the market.
That's true. I could have bought the Jade disc, although
Yeah.
it wouldn't have helped me at all, but
Could have grinded some more.
I
then
could
it would
have.
Then it would have helped.
could have. I can't go out now, though.
Let's
There we go. All right, cutscene RNG. Bad cutscene RNG. Boo. So the boy can walk down there, he can walk straight right, and it changes how long this cutscene takes because the camera has to pan up to center on the dog and Pompolonius, whatever his name is.
So this is actually our dog.
Yes.
The same dog we had in Act 1. He changed a little bit, got a little bit skinnier, got a new tan.
Lost all that fur.
It's a shame. All this fluff is gone.
Not as pretty as Luna, though.
Yeah, that's true, that's true. So, but the dog recognized us, so the dog chose us as the gladiator fighter.
Mm-hmm.
So we are now forced to fight in the arena, even though we are not a fighter.
Which is completely fine because it wouldn't be an Evermore run if you didn't have threats of soft locking everywhere. This boss, oh, you got to be careful. Now, I say that, but there's no sense in me saving because having Atlas Glitch and not having Atlas Glitch are two completely different runs. And if we die or soft lock here at some point, it's over.
Yeah, we lose the invincibility from the Atlas Glitch. We would still have our high attack, but we would lose the invincibility.
We would still also have defense as long as defend actually rolled over as well.
Yes, but we would be able to get hit by enemies.
It would just be
So-
zeros or ones. But yeah, we'd be knocked back and hit by everything that could still hit us, which would cost a lot of time over the course of the run.
So if something happens by the end of the game and we only have the boss rush left, we can use wings to get invincible. We can use it in almost every boss fight except Sterling, but we don't have so many wings, and most of the knockbacks and annoying parts will be from enemies inside every other location.
So this is Vigor. He has 1,050 HP. Should take 2 hits, as long as I don't crit twice. I got to be careful not to kill him while his arms are in the air because the Super Nintendo is probably not going to be able to handle it.
There's
So-
also a small chance that if his wheels are squeaking in the wrong way, you also soft lock.
I'm so upset.
He died.
Disgusted
No
with
soft lock.
myself.
That's a win.
It's like I've never played this game before.
It's a 31-20.
Don't tell me that. Rome.
Okay, coming up next, we get our dog back. The dog gets a new powerful future.
Way back in the day, Doggo was kind of a hindrance. We didn't really use him for much. We needed him for certain sections, so we couldn't get plagued or it would ruin some things, but we didn't really need him for much. And now, thanks to Dot/PS3003, or r.bin on speedrun.com, we have the out of bounds glitch, which we're going to be setting up shortly after we get across the Desert of Doom again. And that's going to cut out a lot of the game, but it's also going to introduce a lot more strategies that we haven't usually used before in the run.
So there are a certain bridge in the game where we are running now to. If the dog jumps over the bridge, he actually gets, for a short amount of time, he gets the no clip. Set by the no clip flash set by the game. So we are going to place the dog at a certain position and leave the screen while the dog is jumping over the bridge. So the dog gets the no clip flag and we leave the screen, so the dog actually never gets removed, this no clip flag.
All right, precasting crush just to get that level going. Ooh, we got that. That's cool. Doggo doesn't have a lot of HP, so I'm going to go ahead and kill a couple things just to kind of get his level up. All right, that'll have to do, I guess. So this is going to be another instance of pause buffering to do frame perfect tricks. To make sure the dog wasn't sniffing away, so that should be fine. And now we're just gonna run where we want to.
So now the dog has permanent no clip unless we save and quit.
Save and quit, or if for some reason I step back onto that bridge or the lily pads from the cutscene earlier, Those are the only two things that would be able to take it away from
So
me.
usually how Act 2 goes is you have to fight both areas. You have to clear the pyramid and Halls of Calasia to gather both diamond eyes. Come back to the city. They steal your diamond eyes. You have to fight Aegis.
You just
Get the energy cores thrown out so the river explodes, the water is gone, and then you can get in here. But since we are in no clip, the trigger is actually there. We can just leave.
and now we're at the end of Act 2 with the soccer golf fight.
Yes, which is the only boss you cannot hit that we have to kill.
Ooh. You jerk. I'll just let that hit me. So this is an example of us having to, oh gosh, only cast 7 instead of 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because if I cast 8 and he casts 4, 5, 6, 7. If he casts a 9th spell, the game will crash. It can't handle that many spell casts. Oh, okay, so the Oglin spawn. Can move the camera up there. A couple things can happen on that fight. We heard the Oglin spawn from the gate opening down below, so I moved up to the top here. Just so the camera wouldn't have to scroll as far, save a little bit of time. And now we're into Act 3, and yet another dog.
Which is gonna be?
Zaputo.
Oh no.
Poodle in German.
Poodle.
Oh. How exciting of a conversation that was.
Actually, it's just a poodle.
Okay. So, Out of Bounds was nice for skipping a lot of Act 2. We can't skip too much in Act 3 because we still need to trigger certain story flags. But we learned a lot about the run and a lot about the game from Out of Bounds being introduced, especially how the Dark Forest is put together.
Just don't look. Just don't look.
It's Solar Junior.
Alright, so we bought that Amulet of Annihilation so we could buy this ticket here. Because you need to watch the freak show over here before you can actually get into the castle to progress the story.
Watching that makes me like, oh, if you have a son, like this.
Better don't listen to this in the background.
That's all I hear. We're going to do something called Lemon Skip here. Skip a little part of the cutscene.
Usually when you get to the front of the car, he says, "Oh, get around, people. Get around, people," and we skip all this. Sadly, no dogs allowed in the freak show, so the poodle has to wait outside, and there's again the freaking orange cat that ruins everything.
Lemon Skip named after Lemon. Old back in the day runner. For Evermore.
I can't believe you didn't find a way to skip that cutscene.
That could be your job, Queenie.
Hold my beer.
We could put a bounty on it.
I'm a soft dog,
So, after that, we are invited to the banquet
Here we are.
to eat the famous pig.
The fastest pig in the race.
Exactly. Which is actually our poodle.
It is, and you know, you say that, and it makes you remember that we skipped the Sacre Bleu cutscene.
Yes. Sacre bleu.
Sacre Bleu, you are not a pig.
Well, things you do to go fast.
You know what I'm excited for? I'm excited for Banquet Skip. Because when we do Banquet Skip, I get to show clicks what fast RNG is on the stairs.
We'll see.
Oh, I totally just jinxed myself.
You also get a small sneak peek of the Act 3 final boss.
Mung Solar. Fix Auto, if you want to call it that, skipping the rock into the volcano could be considered Solar Skip. But it's just usually called Rock Skip. Come on, Truffle Trouble.
Come on, you can do it. No, Truffle, Truffle, no.
All that hype and he comes in last.
Well,
Okay, so usually there's this awful, awful thing called the dog maze. But thankfully for any percent, we don't have that. We get to skip out of it with something called Banquet Skip. And what we used to do is break the cutscene, which just gives us freedom to roam around the castle, and go to the chessboard. But because we have out of bounds, we can actually get there faster now, which requires us to kind of mess with the game when we step on a set of stairs.
one thing you might notice is that our UI is gone. We don't have an interface anymore. We don't have health bars for both characters, and
This is so deserved.
was like the worst kind of RNG.
Yeah.
So now that he's controlling the dog, he can actually not switch back to the boy and traverse any screens, else the game soft locks. So we have to keep on the dog for now until we get inside the chessboard and we get our health bars back.
Yep.
After the cutscene. You feel the vibrations?
Foot Knight, why?
They pay money so they can see us in pain.
Oh, Foot Knight, why?
So we have 2 new donations.
Go for it.
One from Sebastian, aka War Machine. 10 euros. Shut up and take my money.
Woo!
And another 25 euro from Cyber99 with no message.
Saibu! Thank you, Saibu. So it turns out the Dark Forest is a grid of 65,535 screens by probably the same. I'm not
Yes,
sure.
I think.
With a bunch of entrances and exits all over it. And so we're going to be going off screen a bunch to traverse the Dark Forest much faster than we normally would. A lot of this being off screen, we can't see what the heck we're doing.
Because actually all the entrances and all the ways are placed next to each other, and usually you cannot get to the other exits, but with the out-of-bounds dog we just can walk over, and even if there should be no exit to the left or right, we can actually exit to the left.
Okay, one more, and we have skipped the bad boys and going straight to Timberdrake. Oh, I could have switched to the dog there at the time. All right, worst boss in the game coming up. Sterling. We are invincible. We have super strength. But there's not much we can do against Sterling.
No.
Sterling does not care. Yeah, he can pick us up, and it's scripted to make us take damage. So it breaks our invincibility that way.
Well, not that breaks, but it just deals the damage.
So we're going to do the character switch there to get to this door, which is kind of further away usually. And we'll see what happens. He can spawn anywhere on the upper platform. If he picks us up, I have to be careful not to soft lock at that point. Doggo, please. Doggo, please. Is it boy? All right, let's see what we do. We're going to do 3 hits and try to do a skip. Wretched thing. That's all right. This is why we have the biscuit.
There you see, we just took 1 damage because we still have the defense glitch, so...
All right, that should be fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should be enough.
So here we hit him down to almost death. We cast Crush and then we Wings out.
And that sets the flag that we beat him, but allows us to run backwards and skip a huge cutscene.
Because usually when you defeat Sterling, it ends up that the... What's his name again? Gnomi?
Gnomi.
Gnomi comes up and says, no, no, Sterling is a nice boy, don't kill him, don't kill him. And then you have this huge cutscene where you talk with him and where he then convinces Sterling to pick you up and bring you over to the other castle, and it's a lot of time.
Mein Cutscene. Wo hieß mein Cutscene?
Okay, down and left, and we're out of the dark forest again.
And we skip bad boys.
Yeah?
No more bad boys.
Now, I bought the extra wings just in case the dog died, and if we didn't have a biscuit for some reason, we can use those wings to go fight the bad boys. It revives the dog, and it only costs 2.5 seconds. So it's not that big of a deal if we had to do that. Alright, so we're coming back to kill Mongola, which is going to allow us to progress. Usually when you do that, there's a cutscene with the king that wastes about 50 seconds. But because we have out of bounds, and because the developers decided not to remove the door trigger, we can actually escape the fight on the frame that Mongola dies, save a bit of time.
But sadly, we will also skip the next cutscene with the queen, so...
So we're going to do 5 hits, buffer a 6th, and hope things go well. Alright,
Yes.
there we go.
Very nice.
So usually we see the level up text for the dog to know that Mongola's dead there. And the last chance for us to know that he wasn't dead is when we get to the chessboard, if the bridge isn't down on the right side. And then we done messed up.
Yes, then it's hard luck.
Giant walk of shame back.
And do it all over.
Don't hit me, thank you. Alright. The boy running with the spear is the fastest way for the boy to travel, so it's nice we have the spear automatically equipped there. And now we get this huge cutscene. Meeting Tinker, which we should have met before Sterling.
Yeah.
We meet Queen Camellia.
The original queen of the castle. Also one of the persons from Podunk or Groß Ostheim.
Queen Blue Garden is what you call it, right? Yeah.
I think so. But she says, please call me Camilla.
So back in the day, I really liked the route because Queen Blue Garden gave us call beads, and one of those spells was Hypnotize. And you could just cast that as a safe strat on Sterling to keep him in place. You can't do that anymore. La-da-dee.
So
yeah.
what's next in store?
Well, we're at the point where RNG could still play a factor, but it's a lot of... Well, it is RNG on what misses we have. So we have this glass fight coming up right on the next screen, and we could lose time from just how many times we missed the enemies and whatnot. But in any case, what's coming up next is we are going to learn from Tinker that he has a way to get us back home, or at least to the space station, where we might be able to find a way back home.
But he is not yet done
No,
because he's building something.
he needs some parts that we need to go find. 1 miss, 2 miss.
So Tinker is building a rocket, but he's missing some parts for his rocket. He's missing 2 diamond eyes, a wheel, and a gauge.
Gouge.
Sorry, a gouge.
Cutscene RNG, see what the dog does here. He can come straight down the stairs. Good puppy. Or he can walk all the way around the stairs and come down from the top. Or, because we have out of bounds, he can walk off screen to the bottom left and then take a while to come back. Now, interestingly enough, because of how we've kind of broken out of order with story flags, after this cutscene with Tinker, if we were to walk off to the right to get the Windwalker cutscene, the Windwalker doesn't actually spawn.
And you soft-lock
we
the
would
game.
just soft lock the game. We wouldn't have a way to progress. So we have to leave the screen to the left and then come back right, and we'll be fine.
I did that several times.
Most everybody does it the first time that you do the new route.
It's frustrating to have a soft lock so,
So
late in the
yeah.
run. It's frustrating.
No way. No way. That's the run. That's such an interesting thing to happen here. I've only ever seen this happen to Metasigma way back in the day. But there is some reason unbeknownst to me to why this cutscene can crash right here.
Only reason is blame soda.
It is, I guess, but yeah, we can't really progress from here. That's GG.
That's the hard reset, and the last save file
Was
was
before
before
Atlas.
Atlas.
Mm-hmm.
It's never happened before.
No. And I couldn't tell. So before, back in the day when this used to happen to Metasigma, the story was that he had a bad capacitor in his Super Nintendo, and it just had some issue with this. I don't know what the actual reason was, but I have no guarantee that this wouldn't happen again if I tried to start again. Start.
Maybe we can squeeze in another run somewhere.
I mean, it's up to everybody what we want to do, but it would be... Where are we now? It'd be another
At least an
40
hour.
minutes, 45 minutes from the Atlas glitch to go again. So, yeah. We might have to punt this. Will I leave it up to tech? Yeah. So, you know what? We can call it here. We at least got to show a little bit of it. Play the week. Yeah, okay. I know the weekly Cyboon. You ain't faking me with that.
Do it.
Do what?
Reset.
Restart?
Can I have a paper?
Oh no. The Testament.
Every minute over cement is a bomb.
Oh, it's horrible.
All right. We're back at Blimp's Cave going for Atlas glitch again.
I think I've seen this before.
Deja vu.
And we have a new donation.
Go for it. We have plenty of time to read them.
Terossi donated 50 euros with the German message, Hoch Grüße an alle.
I need a translation.
Greetings to everybody.
Ah. Why the heck would he spin
It was
that
poison.
All right, that's 2.
Das ist Sorgrinde. Das heißt, auch 95% aller Items stammgemäßig. Du musst alles checken. Auf die Reihenfolge. Das ist das Einzige, was wir noch brauchen. Müssen wir ja. 16 Tode, 6 Todesechecks.
So you get 2 or 3 hits while you're poisoned. Otherwise, poison's going to run off by the time you cast all the necessary spells. Alright, give this another shot. Oh, alright, we only get 2 shots on this. We got the desert damage pinged in there.
One more.
Oi, oi, oi. Please low roll on poison.
Poison, please.
Yo.
Yeah, good one.
Bum, bum, bum. Flower percent, really cubey. Alright, so like if I don't get it this time, I probably have to reset again.
Yeah, the market time will be too far gone.
And we can, I mean, we can just try again. We're on IRL time now, not market timer. You darn desert damage. Lovely.
Oh, there was poison. So, nope. Please low roll. One One more.
Sadness.
Low roll, nice.
Scooter, please. Ooh.
One more try.
One more try.
Mid monk.
Yeah, it's
please.
25% chance. There we go. Oh gosh. Woohoo. From the reset, our icons are going to be all over the place.
Yes. Usually the menu tracks where you was before, but yeah.
Should be good.
Yes, poison was like 0.5 seconds away.
Now is not the time to check the schedule to raise. I'm very sensitive.
Welcome to Pixelcon.
Everybody's going to think, wow, these Americans are nothing near the Germans. Rage kill. All right.
You had to taunt it. You had to taunt him.
It's all my fault. Blame Solar.
Exactly, blame Solar.
All right, I got maybe time for one kill, but we should gotta go. I'll have to actually remember to, because I need the money anyway.
I cannot help you with the timer.
Yeah, that's fine.
I totally didn't pay attention to when
That's
you
quite
used
all
it.
right. We'll get a level up from this guy. Thought I would. No.
Well, Flameseeker, we had a soft lock.
It's an infamous bug, one that goes way back.
I just want to make me work overtime.
I'm sorry, Z.
No, you're not.
I am. I never want that to happen. It's never happened before. It can't happen, as far as I know. I think it's console
I
dependent.
just wanted to hear this. This never happened before. for
Oh
you, so I
my
can clip it.
gosh. So yeah, I mean, I'm gonna guess it'll happen again, but we can at least get there again.
But it should not. I mean, we've seen a save file that it was working before.
Right, a younger save file. I don't know when he made that.
Like 3, 4 months ago. I don't know, like 7 or 8 months ago.
Maybe. I don't know. But I will say I won't be mashing anything during that cutscene.
Yeah.
Because that was a fear at some point with Metasigma, was that mashing was hurting it. Now, I noticed that right before it soft locked, there was a flicker across the screen.
Okay.
I have to fight Sterling again.
But it will be better this time.
Surely.
I mean,
Surely.
It was already horrible last time, so it can only get better.
Wasn't that bad. We got out of it, didn't we?
That's true. We get to see all the good stuff again.
Mm-hmm.
The very scary Vigor fight.
Well, I can actually improve on the Vigor fight I had before. This is good too, though, because we can just splice in the good parts, take out the bad parts, and make it look like a really decent run.
Right over the timer, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
True.
I don't actually need those gourds there. I do need these. The wax is for crush, the call beads are for damage on Aqua Golf, but I get these other gourds so the dog doesn't go sniffing. I can try to line up. So we're not spending too much time getting aligned here for that cutscene.
So now that we have bonus time, do you want to talk about the story of Evermore?
The story of Evermore.
So the intro cutscene that we actually skip from the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
What happens there? The boy is in his hometown.
Well, even before that, there's a flashback of the party happening with Camellia, Elizabeth, Horace, and Ruffleberg. Something goes wrong, and then it flashes back to the present, where the dog chases a cat,
An orange cat.
into the mansion. The boy follows, and they get teleported into Omnitopia, which is the space place that we're trying to go to. Dog chews some wires. You start to see the dog change forms. Oh gosh.
I'm so sorry.
It's the same fight again.
That's good.
Achtung. And once they get teleported there, we meet Carltron, the evil robot butler, or Edgar, as some might know him.
Fear of the dark.
Fear of the dark. And that's how he puts us in a room, we kill a couple robots, and we get into an escape pod and escape to Prehistoria. And that's where the game actually begins.
All because of the orange cat.
All because of the orange cat. Could never blame a dog, right?
No. It's the same orange cat we saw earlier in the cutscene here. It's an orange cat running away, dog runs behind it, and all of a sudden, oh, that's the dog we're looking for. Let's
nice
grab it.
Chrono Trigger reference there with the cats going through places.
True. I mean, in the dialogues, the boy always makes pop culture references to movies. In the Act 3 again, in front of the freak show, it's also the orange cat.
Mm-hmm.
And by the end of it, in Act 4, it's also the orange cat.
It is.
But then the dog has lasers, so he wins.
We don't have one in Act 1, right?
No. But we have it in the intro.
Get those levels back for the dog. I don't need to kill this again because I didn't get a level last time. Out of bounds again.
So, place the dog, sniff in, sprint in front of the trigger, and
Take a
perfect.
double buffer. Evermore is really strange in that you can't do a lot of button combinations because it won't let you press certain things at the same time. So if I'm sniffing with the dog, I can't switch characters. If I'm moving, I can't switch characters. And so all that has to be done frame perfectly to be able to get out of bounds to actually work.
But that's where we get path buffer.
Mm-hmm.
You can just open the menu, and every time you open and close the menu, it's one frame. So you can hold the button, and every time you release the button, you can immediately hold it again, and it's one frame. And this is how you can chain the inputs frame perfectly.
Yep.
So even people who are bad at the game like me can do frame perfect inputs. Akokov, please.
6, 7. Takes forever. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, did that twice. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Why was it already on there? Because of the reset.
Yes.
Okay, so this time the gate didn't open up, so the boy's locked in place. So ideally, we're close to center on the top of the screen there to land where the bucket is, and we don't have to waste time trying to path there. Now you want to be the boy. You can control the boy when this cutscene is over, because if not, the game doesn't really know how to path the boy right here when he comes out of the well, so he'll walk up off screen and then come back down. It's like a 5-6 second time loss. In person, he gets to learn how mean Queenie actually is.
Yes, I get it. I do not envy you. She's gone.
Okay. Surely we'll have better banquet skip RNG.
Clicks help us, please.
Oh, how dare you! Okay, not too bad on NPC RNG there.
I was just thinking now, there is no real place where we can actually save.
Nope.
There's nothing.
Like you said, we'll keep the stats, and I do have the extra wings. I mean, it's basically just going without defend for the Atlas glitch, right? But like, we need that for Foot Knight because Foot Knight's awful. Although Foot Knight, we do have the defense. I'd have to check my values, see if I'm actually underflowed or not.
We were last time. But then again, we could save in front of the forest. On the way back.
But I lose out of bounds.
True.
Still have a way to skip that cutscene.
Sola, you gotta reach the destimate.
9?
Yes.
5 minutes left.
9! I did this, and I use. They're gonna think I cheat back at home.
Klicks hat's gehört. Klicks hat that.
Maybe we could shut off the internet and play, and then we turn it back on. Like, ah, yes, we just paused it, and now we are done.
999.
There he is again. I mean, the description is a little bit misleading because the guy says it's a giant monster with fangs in the size of humans,
Mm-hmm.
but it doesn't look like this.
That's a perception thing. He's super, super far away, so you can't really tell.
Oh, or he means very, very small humans, like me.
Oh my gosh. Leonid actually 6'5". He's just sitting weird.
Yeah, totally. I'm walking on my knees all the time.
Wait, that'd be a little over 3 meters. 2 meters.
2 meters, yeah. 3 would be crazy.
Yeah. That's Z.
Almost.
Then you finish it like 12. It's like, oh yeah.
Wait, if it crashes again, I'll still be underestimate. How do I solve like this?
Sacre bleu!
I'm free from the run! It can't hurt me anymore. Look, I'm underestimate. This guy keeps talking to me.
That's how much Pixel Grinders really means to Sola.
So, if you go any other direction, you can still break out of that cutscene. But because I ran down,
What are you doing?
content.
Content.
Bonus content.
Yeah.
You have edited this one with out of bounds?
Heck no. We're gonna do it though.
I think it was this one.
So I can go to
Yeah.
that one, but if I go to that one, it's gonna start the whole cutscene. So instead, I'm gonna come here. I'm gonna see what happens. All this panic from everybody, please. I'm showing off the game to people. We skipped all that. I had to show the dog maze.
And the Sacre Bleu.
The sacre bleu, you are not a pig.
I shall make you tasty. That's what he says.
I never saw that.
You still have 1 minute.
It's over.
Nächstes Mal müssen wir alles vorher exorzieren.
I want to thank you for being so much more supportive than my wife has been. This is the worst run I've ever seen. In 5 years, I've never seen him be this terrible.
And he calls himself world record holder.
Oh, the dragons are out.
The jet lag, my lord.
Oh, sure.
Jet
Stop,
lag.
stop fucking excuses.
Yes, the ROM also actually has the jet lag, so.
Alright, reverse Dark Forest again.
Well, Sin, if you can find a way to skip the pig race, go for it.
Yeah, sorry guys, it's Friday. We need to
And it's the Destimate.
No! I have failed you, Pixelcon!
estimate.
Oh, I tried to...
And another miss.
This dragon!
We overestimate and we have a slow Pokemon.
Okay, so
Sterling 2.0. Let's go.
so
wait,
if
I
so,
think we can
if
switch
someone asks you what went wrong with your run, you can just answer yes.
Yes.
That's what the Germans do. Yes.
I'm bad at games. Here we go. Alright, let's see what Sterling does again. They're never going to invite me back.
They're never gonna let you leave.
They're never going to let me live this down.
It's going to be legendary.
Doggo, please.
Sterling, please.
The greed! Yeah,
Yes.
should be fine.
It's tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Ja.
Making fun of me
Ah,
takes extra points.
he heard what I said.
Und zwei fürs Zucken. Das hört bei mir zwar nie auf, aber was soll's, ne? Da brauchen wir zwei. Dann kannst du trommeln, ne?
They're making fun of you.
They wouldn't dare. So you see me running diagonally with the dog. Aside from the Act 1 dog, the other dogs run faster in a Y shape, up, left, up, right, or straight down. So when I'm going up like that, I'll be going up, left, or up, right.
Also, the poodle is the slowest sprint dog of all of them.
It is.
But he's the fastest walking dog.
Mhm.
So when it dies, you at least have a
If he
fast
dies.
walker.
He dies.
He dies and it will never come back.
Go for it. Ah, Saibu.
Thank you, Saibu.
Where is
Doggo,
he?
please, where
Where
did you
is he?
go? Like I said, yes.
1 minute. 3 minutes overestimate already.
Where was
Counting.
that?
So usually you place the dog there, directly on the trigger, And when you hit the last hit, you switch to the dog, frame perfect on the last hit, so you get out of the cutscene while the boss dies.
And typically, the rule of thumb is if you can't see the dog and you barked off screen like that, he's on the trigger. I don't know where the heck the dog was.
There's a small chance that you overbark the trigger.
I was pretty far back. I don't think it was that.
Clicks, it's called bonus content.
Oh, do you think I actually run this game, Clicks? No, no, no. I pay someone to do that at home.
It's actually Queenie.
Clicks, did you at least see what happened for the first soft lock?
Yes, the extended version.
Soft lock. He fell down that slide. And he missed backwards.
You know what I'm really happy about? Hearing about all my failures behind me.
Yes, it's very nice.
Thank you, wife. I love your support. I'm going to be so kind to you during Quest the Key tomorrow. She bonked her head again.
Oh no, Queenie fell down the hole.
Oh no, Queenie, what are you doing?
I don't know what happened.
Alright, we're just about back to where we were. And there's... Oh gosh. Like 10 to 12 minutes left in the run. Not much. Indeed. Indeed. Good music. She actually said Gage back there.
She did? It was a mistake.
Ah,
Everybody knows it's Gouge.
of course. Gouge and Gnomi.
Exactly.
Ba-ba-bum. La, la, la.
They're never going to let you live that down. This is going to be horrible.
They never invite me back, I tell ya.
Oh, when you come back, you will see the estimate will be 2 hours and 10 minutes.
What the heck are you laughing at?
Or they will give us the last spot of the day, so we have an open end.
No, I'll just submit Evermore and they'll decline the run. Yeah, we're gonna switch to the dog there. It's actually faster to run down there as the dog. You have time to switch back to the boy when this mad monk is spawning, so save a little time for that. 1 miss, 2 miss, 3. Well, no, right. Okay. Ba-ba-beep-ba-ba-bum.
Every time I hear it, I think it's
You know me well, ha ha ha. Doggo, please. Bad doggo. Everything's going wrong right now.
It's okay. Can't get any worse.
By the will of the chat.
Thank you, Chad.
Thank you. Danke schön.
Okay,
Moment of truth.
please mash slowly.
It's especially after the text boxes are done. What I remember from Meta Sigma and what he was
Don't
saying.
touch it. Don't touch it.
Don't touch it after the text boxes are done.
Peace. Bye. Peace.
Okay.
Hey! New content!
I'm gonna run out to the right side and solve fuck the game.
Not again.
So like I said 7 hours ago, you gotta run out to the left side of the screen here
If you run to the right, you soft lock again.
because the beautiful Windwalker does not actually spawn. You get the cutscene, but there's no actual flying machine.
And you can't do anything after that. You heard that?
The Furnace.
For the flying furnace.
The flying Furnace. I don't believe a word from her right now.
No, no. She's having the time of her life.
Uh-huh.
Okay, like I said earlier, he's building a rocket to shoot us into space.
Yes.
But he needs some parts from us.
Some key items we're going to get. He needs two diamond eyes, a gauge, and a wheel.
But since we are lazy, we're not going to give him 2 diamond eyes.
We don't even have two diamond eyes.
We don't even know where to find them. We never seen them.
The old route used to get two diamond eyes. Now we don't get diamond eyes.
Like I said, we don't even have them. We never seen them. They don't exist in our world.
Right? But we're pretty crafty as engineers, right?
Yes.
A gauge should be the same as a pair of diamond eyes.
For sure. I mean, what do you need diamond eyes for anyway?
For whatever reason, the game repopulates that gauge gourd once we get the gauge and turn it back in to Tinker. So we can just go get that gauge again. So we're going to actually give him 2 gauges and a wheel, and that'll be enough to get to space.
Because he doesn't care. He actually just wants 3 items from us. It doesn't really matter what we give him. So the old route did get the diamond eyes and 2 gauges.
Yes.
But we never got the wheel. But now we actually get 2 gauges and the wheel.
And we have the choice. We could get 2 diamond eyes or we could get the wheel, but it's much faster to get the wheel.
Yes, because for the 2 diamond eyes you would actually have to finish pyramid and holes.
And go get levitate.
Holy moly, yeah. And do ages.
Yeah.
That's a lot of ants.
All right, I'm going to try the Freak strat and then get mad at Freak because it's been a bit. So you get a fanfare when you pick up the gauge. I'm going to try to... Okay.
There we go. Free strats.
As long as you hit the trigger, we can cut a second off of that load in. If we have that fanfare and hit the trigger in time. All right, Coleoptera. Bless her heart.
So what you just saw is also he went inside a cave. The dog went out of bounds and we exited in a different cave because all the caves are connected to each other off screen.
Why'd you let me start down so low like this? You should have yelled at me. There we go. It was so bad.
So like I said, all the caves are connected to each other. So with the out of bounds we can skip through a lot of things. There's also actually a connection between Act 2 and Act 1 in the caves.
Oh, good fight. Good amount of hits. So there, every time you hit the heart, you get knocked back. And so we're doing character switches. I'll swing with the spear, but switch to the dog, so the dog takes the knockback. And like I said, you need to have less than 100% stamina, so I'm trying to switch to the boy. It's not letting me switch immediately. I have to wait for the dog knockback to finish, but I'm trying to switch before he reaches 100% stamina so I can actually do good damage against the heart again. So we get the wheel,
Nice.
and we're going to make our way back to Tinker.
Well, we are not directly landing at Tinker.
No.
We're just gonna crash land our Windwalker somewhere in the ocean. And the game will actually throw us into Tinker's study.
Now, if we needed that Windwalker for anything, we've soft-locked ourselves because it's gone for good. But because we have everything in terms of the key items, we can still go to space. And then eventually we'll be able to get a spaceship as our mode of transportation. Landing skip, here we go. I need to line up with the desert. Should be fine. Just fly in that direction.
And it's gone.
It's gone. And we're going to enter here, a little bit of cutscene RNG. Good cutscene RNG. You want the dog to walk straight left there. Gave away the wheel. It doesn't tell that it gave away the other gauge, but it takes it anyway.
He's fine with it.
Yeah.
The famous It's the purest solo mashing sound.
Yes.
It's actually the only place where you can really mash as fast as you can.
Every input subtracts 1 from that countdown, so the faster you mash there, the faster you lift off. Welcome to Act 4. About 5 minutes left in the run.
Finally!
Okay.
It wasn't me! I'm nice.
Take
So-
the doggo. Oh, okay. Oh no.
Here again, we have a different dog. It's a toaster.
Boy, please.
But our toaster can shoot lasers.
Yes, he can. Although we'll probably never fire a laser. Oh, we might if I mess up the Saturn skip. 4 clicks. I will try to do this as a single buffer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
No, Fix, it is not. We are all nice people here. Just buffer it.
No, I had to do single buffer.
Okay. Vents, please. Speakers, please.
So many. There we go.
Pre-out of bounds, you could just walk up with the toaster dog until they stop pushing you out, and then you reach the switches. Now you have to pause buffer until they stop pushing you down, and you have like 1 frame to stop.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why he pause buffers, and you see it in the dog's animation if they stop pushing him down or not. Did I state it correctly?
Yeah.
I was not sure.
I mean, there's a tiny window you have to keep sprinting in there because you can hold up as the dog normally, but in that window they're pressing extra hard, so you have to actually be sprinting during that. A couple frames of leeway there.
Oh, the misses.
Now the spear's hitbox is so wide, I'm gonna lose my mind, Raptor. That you can actually attack them while you're swinging, facing away from them. So we have 3 cycles of this. The run is not in the bag yet. This sweeper is a new soft lock that has plagued us. We don't know what causes it, but it appeared after we started getting out of bounds glitch. So
But not immediately. That's why it's so strange.
mhm.
It was like 6-7 months after out of bounds this glitch appeared.
Bum, bum, bum. It's good music for a final boss rush.
Alarm room would be better.
That's true.
Oh, people would lose their mind. So, the last sweeper bot gets killed.
Now we're gonna park the doggo out of bounds. Reason for that is Dark Toaster Dog has super high evasion. So if we can keep him still, that's best for our time.
There we saw the lasers.
We did see the lasers. Okay, not too bad.
Spooter.
All right, so no more soft lock potential.
Well, you can kill Metal Magma before he reaches the middle.
I ain't that good.
He's in the middle. It's all fine.
All right, time will be on the final hit on Carltron, which is Carltron's robot, I should say, which is this enemy right here.
All the hits.
And time. So that's Secret of Evermore. Glitch percent. Leonid, thank you so much for running commentary with me.
It's horrible.
Chewy.
So we were able to see everything that could go wrong.
I have never had that happen to me. It's very, very interesting. But yeah, I mean, it's still a fun run. We ended up on, I shouldn't have looked, but good run. Thanks again for running commentary. I'm sorry for pushing you guys back a little bit.
Disappointed.
You should be. You should be. If you don't invite us back again, I understand. But yeah, now we have
Give your t-shirt back.
name of the game. What's up next?
Sock.
Zog.
20%, sock random gives it any percent, and then sock gives it a randomizer.
Mm-hmm. So we're kicking it off with Z next. Stay tuned and enjoy.
And don't blame Solo.